Today I'll be turning this outdated vase into a clay minimalist vase, and I will be using white acrylic paint, baking soda, and first I'll be sanding the vase down. And I'm just giving it just a quick sand. I'm not really taking the glaze off of it because this is a very heavy glaze on this vase and I don't want to actually ruin it. So I'm just doing a quick sanding, and then I'm going to be brushing it off with a rag to make sure all the dust is off of it. Once I've done that, I will be mixing white paint and baking soda together, and I will be making just a really thick paint, not too thick, but thick enough that we're going to have lots of texture on this. I don't have specific measurements. I'm just adding the baking soda until I feel like it is the thickness that I want. You just want to make sure that you're able to actually brush it onto the vase. This does get a little messy, so you want to protect your surface. And I am just brushing this on. I'm brushing basically up and down one direction, and then I'm going to be doing some swipes here and there. But this is going to make the vase look like a clay. And I'm just doing a bright white because that's what I want this time for this particular vase. But you could do this with antiquing, or you could do really any type of patina you want. You could even do some gold leafing on it if you wanted to. You could age it, you could speckle it, but I'm just doing bright white. So after I finish putting this on and it dries really, really well, then I'll be painting it with my white acrylic paint. Here I got it just a little bit too thick and it didn't want to go on, as you can see, and so I just added a little bit more paint to my paint and baking soda mixture just to thin it out a little bit. Once the vase is completely coated, you want to let it dry really well. I even went in after about an hour and used the blow dryer on it just to get it to set pretty good before I painted it. One other thing that I did after this was completely dry, before I painted it, is I just lightly brushed over it with my fingers just to get off some of the excess, I call them little points or spikes, that were left from this product. And now I've put some paint in a different bowl, and I am just painting the entire vase white. I'm absolutely loving how it is looking like an organic white piece of pottery. Once the paint dried, I took this outside and I sprayed it with a satin polyurethane spray. And I gave it a pretty good coat, and then I let it dry probably for a couple of hours. You may need to let it dry longer depending on your humidity. And then here I just added some elderberry branches that I already had on my elderberry bush. So they are a little bit droopy, but my other trees right now, I didn't want to cut the branches off of them because they're still new, very small trees. You could put anything in this that you wanted to. You could put seasonal picks, you could add eucalyptus, whatever you want, or have nothing at all. But I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I am so glad that you're here watching. Have a blessed day, and I hope to see you again.